Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Leanne King, and I am Head of Nutrition and Wellbeing for ESS and also a registered nutritionist. Today, our Wellness Wednesday is all about the power of kindness. So, I'm going to take you through what kindness is, how it can help our well-being, a little bit about the science of it, how you can incorporate it into your daily life, and what the benefits of kindness are. So I just wanted to start off with this statement, and hopefully by the end of the presentation, we will have a bit better of an understanding on why and also how we can create this for ourselves. So regular acts of kindness correlate with a 25% increase in reported happiness. So that's great as a good start. Now, I wanted to know what kindness was, and what it means. So I decided to do a little bit of searching, and I found this quite concise definition. So kindness is the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. Another more detailed description talks about being caring towards others through words and actions, resulting in positive relationships within a community, with key characteristics being empathy, lustrum, and non-judgmental attitudes. Now, the non-judgmental attitudes, how many of you can say you haven't passed judgment on something or someone recently? And that's just something to think about, because that can really impact positively or negatively on how you come across. So why does kindness matter? We often think of kindness as just being nice, but science shows us it's actually more powerful. It literally changes our brain chemistry. Have you ever done something kind and felt a little rush of joy or happiness? That's dopamine. At work. Kindness triggers the brain's reward system, making us feel pleasure and satisfaction. This is often called the helper's high, and it's the same chemical that motivates us to achieve our goals, stay focused, and feel optimistic. So the more kindness we show, the more our brains reinforce that positive behaviour. Kindness doesn't just make us feel good, though, it also helps us feel calm and connected. That's because it boosts serotonin, the neurotransmitter that regulates mood, reduces stress, and strengthens our social bonds. When we help someone, our serotonin levels will rise, which builds trust and empathy. Interestingly, or at least it is for me as a nutritionist, 90% of serotonin is produced in our gut. So a healthy diet full of lots of colourful fruits and vegetables, using your prebiotics and probiotics, so the good bacteria and the feed for the good bacteria, so things like garlic, asparagus, and onions, can actually enhance the mood boosting effects of kindness. We all do deal with stress in some shape or form throughout our lives, but kindness can actually lower cortisol, the body's main stress hormone. Being kind activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps us relax and recover. So by simply being kind, we're not just helping others, but we're actively reducing our own stress as well. And finally, kindness helps us to have a lasting impact on the brain. What do I mean by this? So every time we perform an act of kindness, we strengthen the neural pathways for empathy and positive thinking. Over time, these pathways become stronger, making kindness a habit and creating a cycle of positive mental well-being. So why kindness matters for our physical well-being then? When we perform acts of kindness, our bodies release oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone. Studies show that oxytocin helps to dilate blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and reduce inflammation, all of which improve cardiovascular health and reduce the risk of heart disease. I mentioned on our previous slide that when we are stressed, our cortisol levels increase. As a result of this can also weaken our immune system and increase anxiety. Increased cortisol levels may also result in weight gain, as our eating habits may change as a result of feeling stressed. However, research shows that acts of kindness can lower cortisol by up to around 23%, activating the parasympathetic nervous system that promote the relaxation and recovery. Kindness may also help strengthen our immune system. Studies indicate that acts of kindness increase our immunoglobulin A, or IgA for short, production, a key antibody that helps defend against infections. So due to kindness helping to reduce cortisol levels, it can also help to reduce chronic inflammation, which is linked to conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and other autoimmune diseases or disorders. Kindness also triggers our feel-good hormones. As we mentioned earlier, it releases dopamine, which can enhance mood and motivation, but also endorphins act as natural painkillers. That's why the kindness creates a helper's high after doing something good for someone. And also, many acts of kindness can naturally increase our activity levels, which benefits overall health. Research shows that those who engage in social and community-based kindness are more likely to maintain an active lifestyle, which reduces the risk of chronic diseases too. So, why does kindness matter for social connection? When we're kind, our brains release oxytocin, and this hormone builds trust and deeper connections. This is why small gestures, like a smile walking down the street to the person walking towards you, or a kind word, can really make such a difference. Kindness is also contagious, so one act can create a ripple effect, inspiring others and encouraging cooperation. It promotes empathy, making people feel valued and understood. Beyond individual relationships, kindness helps communities thrive. One good deed leads to another, reinforcing social bonds. It also reduces loneliness because it creates a community, fostering inclusivity and a sense of belonging. In challenging times, kindness also promotes collective resilience, helping people unite, support one another, and find solutions together. And actually, the pandemic highlighted that significantly. And I have a good stat here. So I found a paper conducted by the University of Sussex in collaboration with BBC Radio 4. And they found that the COVID pandemic appears to have influenced perceptions of kindness within the UK. The kindness test found that 2/3 of participants believed the pandemic had made people kinder. The study also suggested a correlation between kindness and well-being, as individuals who frequently give, received, or observed acts of kindness reported higher levels of well-being. So it's all positive. So how can we incorporate acts of kindness into our daily life? It really doesn't have to be a grand, big gesture. It's really the small daily actions that can make the biggest impact sometimes. So simple compliment to a colleague might brighten their day, opening the door for someone, helping a neighbour out that really needs help, listening, but I mean really listening to a friend or co-worker shows that you care, or volunteering in your own time can make such a difference. It is also important to think about yourself. It's not just about what we do for others, it's also what we do and how we treat ourselves. And the more kindness we give, the more it comes back to us. So for you as an individual, practice self-compassion, treat yourself with the same patience that you would for others, take breaks when needed, and set boundaries to protect your own well-being. We talk about then the benefits of kindness within the workplace. When kindness is part of a workplace culture, collaboration thrives. It really builds trust, stronger connection, relationships, and open communication, making teamwork smoother and more effective. It also may reduce absenteeism through improved mental health or mental well-being. It can prevent conflict and de-escalate tensions and disagreements, perhaps, and reduce that toxic behaviour that can often occur. From a business perspective, it can foster positive work culture, boost productivity and innovation, and also enhances reputation and employee retention. If you know it's a kind, supportive environment, you will want to stay. So steps to promote kindness then. On a personal level, start by setting a goal to perform one kind act each day. It could be really, really simple, like we suggested earlier, like giving a compliment to someone, opening a door, smiling when you walk past someone, or active listening, so show empathy. And that really can make a difference. At a community level, you could create a random acts of kindness challenge. If you go back and look at previous wellness magazines or this winter magazine, you will see that we have random acts where we promote random acts of kindness, and different people tell us how they are kind, what they do. From an organisation level, recognise and reward kind behaviour, and it may be good to provide training and on emotional intelligence and compassion. So I just want to finish with this. Kindness isn't just the feel-good concept. There's science behind it. It really can provide a tool for a healthier and happier mind, and it's completely free. It's contagious, has the ripple effect, and why not try it? Try and incorporate it into your daily life. I just want to finish off then with reminding you of all the added value services that we can provide as a team. So we have your Ask Your Nutrition and Wellbeing Specialist. So you can email in ess.wellness@compass-group.co.uk for any of your personal wellbeing queries. If we can't answer, we'll point you in the right direction. You can also book us in to give educational talks. That can be in person or virtual, depending on what works best. You can book one-to-one sessions. We can also support you and your team's health committee meetings, support health fairs, and we can write resources, etc. So if you have something in mind, please do get in touch, and we'll try and support you as much as we can. We also have our seasonal magazine, so I've created a QR code if you would like to sign up, and then we can add you to the list, or you can just email in wellness@compass-group.co.uk. So this is a seasonal magazine. There's about 4 per year, and it is articles written by myself and Lottie, with the support of our colleagues, customers and clients, giving us the personal touch of any UK and worldwide health initiatives that we're promoting. If you would like to support us with writing an article, please do get in touch as well. Personal accounts really do support the wider community that we are part of, and highlight that we can support each other. Our monthly webinar is also uploaded onto YouTube if you've missed it, so you can log on there at We Are ESS. And lastly, it would be great if you could give us some feedback. So I'll just leave this here for you for a minute, where you can scan the QR code and give us your positive or negative feedback. Thank you.